Okay, so I went out with my grandma. She's making me menudo, my favorite. And as I was out, I saw a couple of things, and I was like, I wonder if I can make something with this. So I'm gonna make vegan carne de soya guisada. Okay, and I wrote it down. My recipe, coming up with something, da 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 da. So I looked online, and then I'm also going to do a easy rice cooker arroz rojo. I've never made that before, but I said, hey, I'm up to trying things. So we are gonna try that, and I'm going to show you what I'm gonna put in it. So give me a minute. The thing about me when I'm cooking, if I want to add something extra, I'm gonna add something extra. So if you wanna add your own thing as we do this, do you good? Do you? To make the easy rice cooker arroz rojo, we're going to use 1.5 cups of white long grain rice, which I've already washed. We're going to use 2 cups of veggie broth. We're going to use 1/4 cup of tomato sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, some garlic, and I'm me, salt. And then we'll put some oil and 1/4 cup of finely chopped onion, and then we're gonna throw it in the rice cooker. And when it goes off and it goes on warm, we're gonna leave it on warm for 10 extra minutes just so it gets a little fluffier, and then we're just gonna go from there. First of all, I don't even know what's going on in the background. Kids is everywhere. People is walking around. Look, I'm just trying to cook my 2 meals, enjoy my little time in my kitchen. So I put my 2 cups of veggie broth in here, and mind you, this is my last thing of veggie broth. I threw my onions in there. It was supposed to be half. I put some cumin. Y'all know I put what I want in my food. I'm the one that's eating it, okay? And this, put my little garlic in there to kind of give it some flavor. But it came out pretty good. It was pretty tasty. My little salt, I felt like I didn't have enough salt in my food, so I'm just adding it. And I did put some tomato basil in there, my teaspoon of avocado oil, because that's all I got. Alright, so there it goes. I added my tomato sauce in there, and I also added some tomato basil, tomato seasoning. I'm going to toss that right in the rice cooker. Okay, so everything you see here is what I'm going to use for I'm going to show you the recipe. This is the vegan carne de soya guisada. So I'm going to use, this is dry carne de soy, okay? Then I have ancho chile. I hope I'm saying it right. And so guajillo chile, guajillo, because Jay makes the H sound, whatever. And they smell really good, but like this is to make it spicy. This is kind of to make it a little bit sweet. And I'm gonna add the other half of the onion, 2 potatoes, some cumin. The veggie broth is to help hydrate the soy, so I'm heating it up now. And then I'm going to remove the stem and seeds out of this. I'm going to use the can of Rotel because I wasn't going to do Roma. My garlic, my oregano, my pepper, and my lime, wherever it is. Oh, I put them in here. So, yeah. If you want to pause for that. And then I wrote down. I'm also doing a Chick-fil-A thing later, but I wrote this down because I'm putting it in my junk journal. But yeah, so I'm going to remove the stems and seeds from 3 of these and 1 of these, and then I'm going to toast them. There's got to be an easier way, but whatever. You live and you learn. That is me removing the stem. There's all the seeds on the inside. I wonder if I could just... This might not be the right way to do this, but guess what? I don't care. I'm going to do it how I want to do it because that's how I learn. But I am going to keep these seeds. Now, I got all of this at La Fiesta. Not La Fiesta. I always say La Fiesta. At Fiesta when I went with my abuela. So, yeah. Man, I could plant these. Hello, somebody. I'm just going to shake them on out of there. I mean, the seeds don't bother me, but, everybody in the house can't take what I can eat. Still smoke that. So there's all the seeds in there. I've never seen anybody seeds out, but whatever. I don't know if they're hot, and I don't want to have my finger burning for 2 days straight. I've done that before with the jalapenos, but they be smelling and tasting so good. So it is what it is. And I'm still going to. Can I just cut it down? I don't know. Do I have to remove all the seeds? Is it super hot? Okay, so they're soft now. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of them in our blender. Okay, and I'm going to until it's smooth. Alexa, off. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay, now we're gonna cook our meat. So me being me, I'm gonna season my meat. I'm seasoning it heavily with the potato slayer that I love. Hey man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all need to give me a brand deal. I have been talking about this stuff for I don't know how long because I use it in everything. Everything, any meat, any soy, it is in every recipe I have. What's up with that? But anyway, okay, and because I'm me, I'm gonna, a little cumin don't hurt nobody. And while I wait, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to chop my potatoes. I'm gonna chop my potatoes up because yeah, that's what I do. So I cut them like that, then I'll cut them like that, and I'll turn them and I'll start cutting them because they have to be small. Because when I put that sauce in, these are going in there as well. I don't want them too tiny, but I do want them small enough to do. I guess the only thing I'm doing is trying new foods to eat really at the house. But hey, whatever helps save a little coin. So I did let this simmer for about 25 minutes. Then I took the lid off and let it cook down for another 10. And there you have it. And this is what it looks like at the end. You know, I always get a small bowl just to taste to see how it turned out. It turned out pretty good. So we're done. Ta-da!